Hey guys, this is the Time Alpe d'Huez 01. It's Time's new top of the range climbing bike, and we're going to be running up the Col de Joux Plane. The Alpe d'Huez is the brand new out and out climbing bike from French brand Time, and it's taken them several years to release it. Part of the brand's so-called altitude range, that's their lightweight range, the Alpe d'Huez replaces the Ison as Time's flagship climber, and it's most definitely been well worth the wait. One of the things they're really proud of is that they hand make all their frames in France. They don't ship them in from the Far East or anything like that. Now what they claim is that 22 hours of hard labour goes into making each frame. Well, not hard labour, kind of sounds like a gulag or something. Manual labour. Now we didn't have the chance to take the bike up Alpe d'Huez unfortunately, but we thought the Col de Joux Plane, a climb that's featured no less than 12 times at the Tour de France and has had more than its fair share of drama over the years, was a pretty spectacular replacement. So what does Time say about the bike? Well, for Time, the Alpe d'Huez is where lightness and stiffness meet, and we'd have to agree with them there, although more to come on that later. The 01 is the lightest bike the company has ever produced, with the frame coming in at a very skinny 840 grams. That's 9% lighter than its predecessor, the Ison. According to Time, it takes 3 kilometers of carbon fiber to build one of their bikes, and their latest in-house handmade frames, which the brand loves to highlight, mean the Alpe d'Huez gets a 25% improvement in its stiffness to weight ratio compared to the Ison. So impressive credentials on paper at least. Now we were riding the 01 model with Shimano's Ultegra R8050 Di2 group set, that's the rim brake version, complete with some very cool absolute black premium oval chainrings, Mavic's Syrian carbon wheels, and Pirelli's new P0 road tyres. The 01 also includes Time's own carbon seat post, which is neatly clamped in place with their rear-facing carbon plate. Time love to show off their pedigree when it comes to carbon fibre, so much of the frame remains unpainted to highlight its intricate carbon weaving. Not to everyone's taste perhaps, but we think it looks great, matched up with the red overlay on the model we were riding. As for the geometry, well, it's pretty traditional to be honest, and almost a bit of a throwback, with lots of straight lines. Something that we think suits a bike which is as much about substance as style perfectly. As you'd expect, with a premium bike comes a premium price. The 01 Ultegra model starts from £4,995, with prices for the most luxurious setup, that's their limited edition UL Team Alpe d'Huez at just 6.3 kilograms all in, around the £12,000 mark. So how did it cope up an actual Alpine climb? Couldn't really wish for a better bike to be climbing this one. I mean, it's a true proper out and out climber. First thing you notice, well, it just feels so light, so light. You can literally take on anything with this. And you just notice how nimble it is. Super stiff. You're really not going to lose any power when you suddenly get out of the saddle, come back down. You just get that response like that. Really nice.
Tremendously, to be honest with you. It was an absolute joy to ascend the Joux Plane on, and Time aren't lying when they say the bike offers exceptional levels of stiffness. Definitely one of the most responsive frames I've ever ridden. You don't lose an ounce of power when you get out of the saddle or need to turn the pedals that little bit more aggressively on the steeper sections. Be prepared for a firm ride though. The stiffness does mean it's pretty unforgiving on uneven tarmac, and you'll certainly feel every bump and crevice on the road, especially on the way down. Could the Alpe d'Huez be your everyday bike? We're not convinced, but that would be missing the point of this carbon masterpiece. The Alpe d'Huez is built for the mountains, with long climbs and epic descents its bread and butter. If you're looking for a specialist climbing bike, then you'd be hard pressed to find something more suitable than Time's flagship lightweight offering. Built in Grenoble at the foot of the French Alps, the pedigree is all there, and taking this up one of France's most iconic climbs shows you exactly why Time know what they're doing when it comes to bikes designed for the mountains.